I've got a very interesting comment from my uncle. He
Mm.
says, "Hey there, the 49ers cheerleaders only make $22.5 thousand per year. What's up with that? Time for a raise?" To be honest, I didn't even know that they were paid that much. I think the Water Boys make a lot more money. I think they make twice or even more than that. But the Water Boys actually, I would say, have an effect on the game. To be completely honest, I'm surprised there's even still cheerleaders in football because, the NFL stands for the No Fun League. And, just with the way that the social climate is nowadays, I'm surprised that cheerleaders haven't been like canceled or people haven't been like, kind of offended. But there are male cheerleaders, but I don't know if they're in the NFL yet or if
Yeah.
they ever will be.
$22,000 per year in
Is
today's
nothing. Oh
living.
my!
That's god awful.
But you know what? 22,000. All right, 22,500. Do they only work Niner events though, and just practice on the side? Can they work another job? That's a good question. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
because
It's
assuming that,
seasonal.
yeah, if it's seasonal and they can just do it on game days, that means, all right, they only have to show up to like 8 home games, 9 home games a year, and then 10 or 11 if you include the preseason. So, there's also that. And then I'm sure that there's rehearsing and everything. So, I mean, it can't be less than minimum wage. Well, I mean, it could, but I don't know if anybody would want to do it for less than minimum wage unless that was just their dream growing up.
Right. I'm just kind of reading this right here. Oh wow, dude. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so sometimes this is by Kristen Conti from NBC Sports Boston. Sometimes cheerleading requires arriving at games 5 hours prior to prepare for their performance or spending 30 to 40 hours a week in practice, which I was going to say, I figure they should get paid for practicing, and that probably takes up a lot of time, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And yet, they are paid significantly less than anyone else involved at the stadium. And then I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Surprisingly, NFL cheerleaders do not earn as much as you might think. On average, the cheerleaders earn about $150 per game.
And they have to arrive 5 hours,
Yeah,
like
and
5 hours before, and then so that's like a full 8 hour shift.
Yeah, and then it says literally the next sentence. This comes out to about 22.5 per year, 22.5 thousand per year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like $150 per game, like that's no, I don't feel like comparing to myself, but it. Yeah.
I mean, it's not enough to. I mean, especially in the Bay Area to make a living. But I wonder if it's different in other places where minimum wage is lower. So,
Yeah.
Okay, but
they're
then
all
again,
big
my uncle
cities for
said,
the most part.
yeah, but like I'm thinking about like a place like Jacksonville might be like a lot cheaper, to live than the Bay Area.
True.
But this comment says 49er cheerleaders only make that much per year. So I don't know what that math comes out to, but PS says, as reported by ESPN, NFL cheerleaders typically earn 150 per game day and 50 to 75 for each public appearance. So yeah, I don't know how much that is per hour, but if it's 8 hours, so 150 divided by 8, I would think is around 19. So 150 divided by 8, it's about 1875. Yeah. So I mean, you can make
that's dude, like they're like professionals. They're in the NFL business. That's insane. So I mean, what I take from this is don't let your kids be a running back and don't let your kids be a cheerleader.
Yeah. Definitely don't let your kids be a cheerleader unless they really like it. But they're not going to make that much money. So
I mean, let them be a cheerleader like when they don't have to be paid for it and like they're in school, but then when they get out of school and they're like, you know what, Mom, I want to be a cheerleader. You'd be like, I'm going to show you something right here.
I'm going to show you something right here. There's
sucks.
the door. Try to make a living and live on your own.
Yeah.
I'm not going to support you. You know, that kind of talk.
Yeah.
Hefe says the hot dog guy makes less money. So
Yeah. I think there are probably other people in the stadium that make less, but still, it's like not that much, you know, which is
I
pretty
mean,
crazy.
still, you know, the people selling hot dogs, I mean, you could probably be like, you know, just straight out of high school or even still working in high school and probably have a job like that.
Yeah.
Maybe work night games. So it's sort of like an entry level job. But like if you're a cheerleader, that's, you know, you have to maintain your physique. You got to do all these. I mean, you don't practice handing out hot dogs. You know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're at home, like hot dog, and it's like, no, that's only for work. No,
Yeah, it's
you know,
like,
I think cheerleaders have a lot more preparation, you know, to their
like
job.
messing up your mustard. It's like
Yeah.
it's not that hard. But I think the reason why
No pickles.
I think the reason why he said that is because the report that I read said that you know, they might have worded it as like every other job in the stadium gets paid more. So, you know, that's probably not true, but still, you know, it's low.
This is a great comment. It says also don't let your kids get coached by Kyle. Yeah, because if they do, especially make sure that they're not like a top end draft choice. Because one, he will put you in a position to fail. Two, if you're going to be a quarterback, be prepared to have great medical insurance. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
So, and also to be kind of humiliated too.